All right, hello. It's 10 o'clock, July 13th, 2021. Welcome to the weather update. And you can see we're kind of dealing with another just dank, humid day. At least it wasn't as hot. Not much shower or thunderstorm activity over our area, but if you look to the west once again, Pennsylvania dealing with it again. And you can see a line of strong, possibly severe thunderstorms here. There's got to be a severe thunderstorm northeast of State College there. But for our area, we're not really dealing with too much thunderstorm activity, and it's kind of a cool, dreary day across our area. Let's take a look and see what you can see. All these warnings out for those storms there in Pennsylvania, but again, they're not affecting our area. We're just dealing with fog and bad air quality generally, and temperatures that aren't too bad right now. We're just generally either side of 70 degrees across Long Island, but it's humid. You got dew points in the upper 60s. And if you go toward Jersey, you can see it's a lot warmer there, south of that warm front where temperatures are in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. But for us, we've been pretty much in the 60s all day. So let's take a look and see what our high temperatures were. I mean, in the 70s generally today. So let's take a look and see what our high temperatures were generally. You can see here, generally highs in the mid 70s. Not, definitely well below normal, but with the humidity, it didn't feel all that great. I mean, temperature, still felt the stickiness out there, especially when you started walking. You could definitely still feel that stickiness. But temperatures at least were cooler, mid 70s. And no sun, just clouds, some fog, and some drizzle around. When we look further off to the west, you'll see that as we go further west, the city was still 72 in Central Park, but as you go more into New Jersey, you'll see some, still fairly cool. I still see 70s, though. It looks like Ocean County managed to be affected by the backdoor front, but as you go further into southwestern New Jersey, you'll see those 80s come up on the other side of that warm front there. Okay, so let's take a look and see what the pattern look at our pattern that we've got going on, and you see we got the high, of course, the Atlantic Ridge, which we're been under the influence for who knows how long, and it's going to stick around because when I move this GFS here, you'll see that Atlantic Ridge isn't going anywhere right through right into the weekend there. If a front try to make it through, maybe we can have some dry air come in the next week, maybe. Some fronts are trying to make it through, but you can see no really big, strong high-pressure systems coming in from Canada, except toward the end of the period, which, of course, that's the end of the period. So we would have to wait and see what happens with that. So let's take a closer look at our area. Let's go to the HRRR model, and we'll look at the 0Z run and see how our precipitation chances will stack up. Those storms in Pennsylvania aren't coming here tomorrow. We're going to have a low chance of showers and thunderstorms. You can see it's really low. HRRR not even showing anything popping up. Anything that pops up probably be toward the evening and very isolated. And then for Thursday, we won't be dealing with much chances of rain, though it is trying to pop something, an isolated shower or thunderstorm off the North Shore there. But very isolated activity generally is going to be the deal for tomorrow. Looking at our temperatures, it will be hotter tomorrow. Because the sun will be back out, and you'll see here that we'll have temperatures rising up into the low to mid 80s. If you're in Jersey, where the core of that hotter air is, you're going to be 90 or better. And then Thursday, we're going to deal with more of that westerly flow, which will bring some more of the 90s in. Though the HRRR seems to think they still don't seem to make it toward us, which the HRRR seems to show that we're not going to have a westerly flow, and then it's going to be more of a southerly flow, which keeps the temperatures cooler on Long Island, whereas Jersey will be dealing with 90s. Of course, that's one model. We can look at other models as well. The dew points, they're going to be high. They're not going anywhere. We're going to be dealing with the humidity. If anything, the humidity just goes back up again after dealing with upper 60s. Tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with dew points in the low 70s probably. You can see some drier air off to the west. I don't know where that's coming from, and I don't know why the model is putting that there. Don't count on that. Thursday, we're going to be, dew points are going to be, it's going to stay humid, bottom line. You don't expect any major relief from these dew points. We're going to be dealing with these high dew points throughout, unfortunately, until further notice. Let's look at the GFS, because the GFS has a different wind profile. And actually, it's got more of a westerly flow for tomorrow, I'm noticing here. And then on Thursday, too, and then a southwesterly in the afternoon, which leads me to believe these numbers are going to be higher. Friday, we're still dealing with it, and the weekend, you could see we're still dealing with the humidity. That dry air tries to get in here, but it's just the same old story again. Let's go look at the temperatures, because I'm sure the GFS has a different look to it because of the wind direction. Yep, that's more heat getting in the hour area tomorrow. You can see closer to 90 in Nassau County, 80s for Suffolk. And then Thursday, it'll have more of that heat getting in again because of that westerly flow. We'll also look at Ventus sky as well with this as well, with that. And we will be seeing the sun tomorrow, I think, after not seeing the sun for a while, but it's going to be a hazy sunshine. And it's still going to be a good deal of clouds around. Less clouds on Thursday, but there's still going to be, high clouds. It's not going to be a blue sky. Forget it, not in this pattern. Here's Friday as well. Let's go look at the NAM. I'll go to the 18Z NAM with the sky cover, and you'll see it'll tell the same story here. Plenty of clouds around, low clouds. They might break for the afternoon. You're most likely to see the sun is the afternoon. But now this is interesting. See, the NAM looks like it's showing some thunderstorm activity there on the NAM 3, so I'll have to look at that. Thursday, you can still see plenty of clouds around. You got those low fog clouds that you're going to have because the air is just so humid. Can look at the RGEM as well. Here's the RGEM. A little less in the way of clouds for tomorrow, but don't expect any nice, sunny, clear blue sky days. You'll have sun, but it'll be hazy and there'll be clouds around. I don't think we'll have any blue sky, unfortunately. Let me go back to the NAM 3 and let's look at the precipitation forecast, because this might show a little more activity for tomorrow than what the other models are showing. Let's see. No, not really. It's just showing very isolated shower thunderstorm activity. Most likely you're not going to see any showers or thunderstorms tomorrow. And Thursday, even less likely. So let's go to the Ventus Sky model now. Ventus Sky site, and we'll look at how this is going to interpret. This is the HRRR. We'll see how this interprets tomorrow as we get into tomorrow. And you'll see, does seem to keep, I don't know, I think it's underestimating the heat because it's showing a westerly flow. And if we have a westerly flow tomorrow, it's going to be hotter than this. It's going to be hotter than this. So tomorrow wind up being in mid-80s at least, I think, for Nassau County. Not showing much of a sea breeze here on the HRRR. Very weak sea breeze. So tomorrow could be quite brutal with a very weak sea breeze. It might be feeling like you're in New Jersey tomorrow. And then for Thursday, yeah, we got that way. It's Thursday is showing more of a southerly flow, but warmer temperatures. Go figure this out. I don't know, but maybe because of the cloud cover. That's the only thing I would think of. But you see, it's got clouds for Thursday too. Here's Wednesday, so go figure. I do think Thursday is going to be hotter, but I think tomorrow, if we get that westerly wind, it can wind up being a lot hotter than this. With no sea breeze, if the sun comes out, it's going to heat up. And so if you're in Nassau County, Suffolk, tomorrow we may be underestimating. I think the forecasters might be underestimating things a little bit, at least if you look at these models here. I think we could get well into the upper 80s tomorrow. If we get west winds, we're probably going to hit 90 here in Nassau County or better. Same thing. Anyone that's not on the South Shore is going to hit 90 if we get west wind tomorrow. So 80s, News 12 is like 80s, 80s, 80s. I think we may see 90s tomorrow. And Thursday, too, if we get that westerly component, too, to the wind. Again, because they're forecasting for the South Shore, not the rest of Long Island, which will be a lot hotter. What can I tell you? This pattern we're in sucks, and I don't know when we're going to get out of it. It's horrible, but could be worse. Could be dealing with all these fires. Look at this map here I'm going to show you here. Look at all these fires here that are burning. All these red dots are suspected fires. And you can see the West Coast, Canada, British Columbia, even some in Manitoba. Somebody said there are none in Manitoba. I think there are some in Manitoba. We're going to look at the satellite as well. The fire's everywhere. I mean, look at this smoke here. Look at all the smoke on this MODIS satellite. And you can see all the smoke here. I mean, you got all the smoke from these fires here. We got fires in California, we've got fires in Arizona, we've got fires in Oregon. This fire here that you see over here is actually threatening some key power transmission lines that might result in power shortages in California. You have more fires burning in Washington here. All this is fire here. All this smoke. Still got lots of fires in British Columbia. Yeah, I see some smoke over Alberta. I think there's some fires over Alberta too. Somebody commented, "Oh, I haven't heard of any fires in Alberta." Trust me, there are fires there. Fires all over Canada. Here's one in Northwest Territories. So they're all over the place with this warmth and dryness. And here's smoke from Siberia. So literally, there's wildfire smoke all over the place. You can see here are the fires that are still burning in Western Ontario. And the smoke is going on now. It's over Newfoundland. Look at this. I mean, this is really just messed up. Really just messed up. I'll put some more images in here. Just put all the layers on here to show you, again, all this smoke that we're dealing with now. We're not dealing with too much smoke in our area because we're in the tropical flow. Believe it or not, the cleaner air is actually going to be coming from the tropics, not up here where these fires are coming from. So you might have more of a chance of getting clear blue skies and tropical air than in Canadian. Look at all these fires going. I mean, this is just insane. I've never seen it like this. But again, media doesn't want to talk about it because the media is, influenced by Wall Street. Wall Street doesn't want people to get upset about this. They want to pretend everything is okay and fine when it's not. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care and thanks for watching.